Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on last year's national champion, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hurricanes will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So SMU's offense will go on the attack first. To the air, it's Driver. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
And you simply cannot start the game any better if you're on defense. The first two plays of the game, you get a sack. That's how you seize momentum.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Miami's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out of the shotgun on third down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Working that left side now. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Snap in the shotgun. Forced out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, King. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Driver. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilkins. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Defense has to be better on third down getting a pass rush. He had way too much time to throw that football and found a wide open target deep down the field on third and long. That is inexcusable if you're on defense.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
They kick it away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the big fella. After 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and
give him 6. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most, and with that last... He's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Driver. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Appalachian State. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? Doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They'll spread the defense out going 5 wide on 2nd and 10.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first inning.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll move the tight end. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And the Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Miami. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And the story of this first half has undeniably been the play of that kid under center. He's in total control of the offense, making the right decisions and reads, not trying to do too much. There's a reason he gets the NIL deals and all the love on social media. That young man is him, and doesn't that opposing team know it? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Cade! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. To the air, it's Driver. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
To the air on second down. He's got the back in the middle. Still running at the 40. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. With the catch, it's Moore. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes.
Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the quick game. That's 20. He's got space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Gets it out fast. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Driver. Here comes the Heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gonna run it. It's Bland. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find the soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical, make him feel your...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 to kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Canes. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Appalachian State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Here's the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last...
Breaks into the open. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Oh, they're after him. Turns it loose. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Fires to the big fella. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
And who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a